did you guys hear the gospel today? Because the gospel, they had 2 sons, and it was the same situation. The dad went and said, can you work and do this for me? And the first son said, no, don't want to do it. And then he did it. And the second one said, what did the second one say? Anybody remember? He said, I'll do it. And what did he do? He did absolutely nothing. What do you think God wants us to do?
Play with him.
To be with him?
Play.
To play with him. To play with God. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. What else? Well, if he asks us to do something, what do you think we should be saying? To listen to him. That's what the first guy did. The first guy listened to him and then did nothing. What do you think God will want us to do?
Listen to his commands.
Listen to his commands and then?
Do it.
And then do it. Because we had the first one that listened and said, yeah, I'll do it, but didn't. The second one said no, and then did it. And he wants us to do what? Listen and do it. Because that's exactly what Jesus did. In the second reading, I don't know if you noticed, the second reading spoke about how Jesus left heaven. God said, I want you to go to earth and speak to my people and show them how much I love them and also die for me. So it wasn't to die, because if you look up there, that's Jesus up there. He died on the cross. And his Father sent him to come and die for you and me. Everybody dies. And Jesus died as well. They killed him.
When I'm old, Grandpa and I die.
Yeah, but there's nothing to be afraid of. Yes, so there's nothing to be afraid of when we die, because we go to Jesus. So anyway, Jesus came from heaven because God sent him, and he didn't say to God, no, maybe later. He just listened to his Father, and he came down here amongst us, and he obeyed his mum, Mary, and he listened to his foster father, Joseph, and did what they said, and eventually he showed us how much he loved us and died for us. I've got questions from the kids. Do you want to hear some questions? Your brother's called Joseph. What a fantastic name. Excellent. Any other Josephs here? Raise your hand. No more Josephs. Your brother's the only... Oh, there's another Sister Mary Joseph.
And my family could name Joseph too.
Ah, fantastic. It's a great name. So, what am I getting at? Jesus wants us to listen. God wants us to listen to him and do what he says. Do you know he has helped us? He's given us a help to be able to do that, so that we can do that. He's given us people who will help us to listen to him and to obey him. Do you know who those people might be? Who might those people be, do you think? Teachers, yes. And some people who are even more closer to us? Us? Well, it's not quite, because we're listening to somebody else, somebody who's training us to listen to obey God. Who are they?
Your parents and your priests.
Your parents and your priests. That's very good. But definitely your parents. Your parents first. Your parents are the ones who's training you. So if you want to be able to say yes to God, I only discovered this recently. If you want to be able to say yes to God, the first thing is to try to be able to say yes to your parents. Because if you can say yes to your parents, that means when God asks you to do something, and we can't see God, then you can do it. Absolutely fantastic. So, do you want to say yes to God?
Yes.
Fantastic. So, that means we've got to say yes to our parents. Wonderful lesson learned. Parents, do you like that lesson? Okay, if you'd like to go back to your seats.